Okay, I don't know what it's doing, but at least it's still working and it's filming. And I guess if, as far as I know, it's taping everything that I say. It doesn't. I go to upload it, or I go to get it off the SD card, and I mean it shows me the file. It shows me that I've talked for too fucking long. You know, last couple of days has maybe been like 15-ish minutes, so it hasn't been so bad. Tuesday, October the 8th might be different. We don't know. But yes, it is 4:15. I just got home. That was not my intention. Because he wanted Mallory to go out and do some weed eating at Blind Boot Park, but he didn't want to send her by herself because of the homeless situation. Sometimes it can be a little sketchy out there, you know. But it's like, I mean, that's what I told Mallory. I'm like, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm like, you might have to protect me, like, like, she wouldn't take no shit, you know, like. But we went out to Blind Boon Park, and there was nothing really to weed eat that we saw. It all looked pretty good, so I'd happened to mention the, cleaning out that drainage ditch, whatever. So we came back and, finished that up. And then we took the first, because we ended up, well, we're going to have to do 3 tomorrow. Because we did 1, took it out, dumped it, which we'll get back to that later. There's a whole other facet to this story. And we got back and we loaded up the gator a second time with more of the brush. And I was asking Mallory if she was going to go dump that and then come back, because I was going to have her, park the gator there so I could load up the third load. But she's like, well, Gabe's been pretty, he's been wanting us to go to lunch at a very specific time. So she's like, I better go to lunch, because it was about that time. So I went and cleaned some tables in the parking, or in the Grover Park there, right there, while she went to lunch. And then she got back, and we had the intention of going and picking up the rest of the brush, going back out to Cave Hollow and dumping it, and her taking me home. So, because I came home an hour early yesterday, so it's like, well, I might as well, stay a little bit late today and make up that hour that I didn't get yesterday. And so by the time we got back, Gabe was dealing with, he had one of the trailers open, and there was a boat inside there, and they were trying to figure that out. I guess he ordered a wheel for it or something. And he's like, he wasn't even sure what the boat was used for. I think one time last year they got out on the boat, in the middle of Lions Lake, and they were spraying the moss and stuff, because there was a lot of moss last year. I don't know if it's as bad this year. That's what Riley said. He's like, well, maybe, once a year, drive it out to the middle of Lions Lake and pick up trash or whatever needs to be picked up, So the project became getting the boat out of the trailer and moving the boat down to the shop and moving the trailer, parking the trailer over by the other trailer. But first we loaded up, there's a third trailer there sitting with with chairs and tables. So he wanted the chairs and tables in the trailer that he just took the boat out of. So we ended up doing all that and parking the trailer and was there something else in the middle of there? Oh, because he didn't have quite enough room for the trailer, so he was moving over something. And then he actually had to spin the trailer around to be able to hitch it to a truck to move it. So he was doing that, kind of pulling it with the bobcat and a chain attached to it, just kind of spinning it around so that he could hook it onto, his trailer hitch or his truck, whatever, hitch, whatever. So we were kind of waiting. A lot of it was waiting around for, this, that, or the other. And then there was this. It's something that goes in the back of the dump truck. I think it's like a spreader. Like it spreads salt during the winter. But that was standing there, and it was kind of like crooked. So he was straightening that out so that we'd have more room, or that he would have more room to park the trailers, because there was a trailer sitting there, so we had to move that one over to make enough room for this trailer that he was trying to park over here. But before he parked it over here, he stopped it off in the middle so that we could load the tables and chairs up into it. And so that project became the rest of the day sort of thing. And then he finally got it, the trailer, we got the, and he went inside to get some 2x4s to kind of drill down into the thing to kind of try to hold the chairs, or hold the tables up so that they wouldn't just immediately fall over, slide over, or whatever. So he got all that done, and then he was having to pull it with the truck and go around the block. And that was a time when Mallory and I took off in the Gator again, because the hitch on the Gator, apparently somebody had taken the pin out or whatever and forgot to put it back in, or hadn't put it back in or whatever before we took the Gator. So the hitch had fell off somewhere. So Mallory was like, while Gabe was trying to park the trailer, she's like, this sounds like a good time to go try to find that hitch. So that's what we did. We retraced our steps where we had been, right over there. It would have been very handy if it had fallen out right there, where we were doing that work there, because that's right by the park and the shop and everything. That little drainage ditch that we were, clearing the brush out of. Didn't see it there, so we realized it couldn't have fallen out on the road. We would have heard it. The people behind us probably would have honked, like, hey, you lost something, you would hope, whatever. Or at least they'd honk and be like, just say, fuck you, you dented my car, or whatever. So we realized it must have fallen out. It must have made it all the way to Cave Hollow Park. So we had to go all the way back out to Cave Hollow Park, which ended up working out because we had the Gator full anyway, and we needed to dump what we had. Because we'd went around the dog park, up the hill, dumped the shit, and then came back down. And as you come back down, there's this little grassy area that's kind of a shortcut. And Mallory came through that shortcut. And that's where we found the hitch. It was in that shortcut. I mean, luckily it was like toward, at the end, like as we were driving up to it, we could see the hitch right there laying in the grass. Like, there it is. So we didn't have to dig through the weeds. We didn't have to dig through the grass. It was just right there. So that's what we ended up spending the rest of our day doing. And then it was like, by the time we got back to the shop, it was like 10 minutes till. So it's like, because Gabe was saying something about, having them leave early. Technically for me, I was already staying late anyway, so it wouldn't have been early for me. But, I mean, I left early yesterday. I only worked 3 hours. So, and today I worked, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. I guess I worked 7 hours. Because I didn't take a lunch this time. While Mallory was at lunch, I cleaned the tables. Because we did find that there was some graffiti on the tables yesterday. I think it was when we were getting trash. So yeah, while Mallory was at lunch, I actually worked that hour instead of, last Friday. I think I mentioned that Gabe took us out for a team bonding, experience. So, he took us all out to lunch for that, So I didn't count that because technically I did take a lunch that day, and they don't get paid for their lunches as far as I know. But, so I didn't count that since technically I was taking lunch with everybody else, But today I guess I worked 7 hours. because I worked the hour that Mallory went to lunch. So that's good, I guess. That's money in the bank. I can use that for fucking sure. Jesus Christ. So anyway, yeah, I stayed till 4 today, so that was exciting. Wasn't intending to. Wasn't intending to, when Mallory came back from lunch, just take care of the rest of that brush and then come home. But, it is what it is, you know. And I can't say, like I said, I can't say I worked that hard, because a lot of it was like standing around waiting for, you know, them to hook up the thing, or waiting for him to back the trailer up, or hook the other trailer up, or whatever, you know. So there was a lot of standing around waiting. So, but anyway, I'm home now. I made myself a Charmin roll. Minxie doesn't want it, so she's already took a sniff of it, and she says she doesn't want it. So the 8th, I keep looking. The 8th, correct. The 8th. Let's see what if I can get the frickin' book open, man. What is your favorite thing about the month of October? I mean, I guess, it's fall. I like that it's a little bit cooler temperatures. I like that the trees are changing color. Halloween, yeah, Halloween's cool. And all the Halloween stuff, you know, that comes out that you can of course, I don't have the house anymore, so I can't decorate the way that I used to decorate, which is unfortunate. But you know, because it was like growing every year. Like I had my graveyard. My graveyard grew a little bit each year, upgraded a little bit here and there, but so Halloween's neat. Oh shit. I don't really drink a whole lot of cider, or like, pumpkin spice is okay. I know that's the flavor. That's the flavor of the season, but it's okay. But I can't say that I'm like crazy. Crazy on you. Whatever. So I guess, you know, the cooler temperatures are nice, and the changing of the leaves, you know, the color of the leaves, and that sort of thing. That happens in October. You know, my mom's birthday is in October, and if she hadn't been born, neither would I have. So, you know, that's a good thing about October. But yeah, I like the aesthetic, I guess, you know. It's a little bit, you know, colorful and a little bit creepy. So, there, that's that. That is that, my guys and gals and all the sals. That's the only word that I could think of at the time, but it doesn't really fit, but whatever. Oh, goodness. So, it's the middle of the week, at least. So anyway, that's that, and I'm going to get this uploaded, and yawn and be tired. Eat my cinnamon roll, and see you for when I see ya.